Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to One Piece Chapter 1019. I am so extremely ready to read this one. You don't know how just like into One Piece I have been during this 2 week break. I've started catching back up to the anime. For those of you that watched my reviews way back in the day, I stopped watching like 3 years ago, towards the end of Whole Cake. So I've started trying to catch back up to the anime. I went back and rewatched the first two anime movies just earlier today after I posted the tier list video. Just even during this break, last week I posted a discussion video mostly on Yamato and Carrot. And then earlier today, first thing this morning, I posted a 3 hour long One Piece tier list talking about like hundreds of characters. So, yeah, go check out any of those if you want to. That was a lot of time and energy put into that. So, yeah, I'm really, really all in on One Piece right now, just on a very hard One Piece kick. So, getting back into this chapter, I was wondering, like, okay, are we going to do like a Straw Hat fight, then do something else, then Straw Hat fight, then do something else, since we just finally saw the Jinbei and Who's fight. So I was like, are we going to go to something else and then come back to another Straw Hat fight? Or are we going to jump into the Franky fight or the Robin fight? And the title of this is called Heliceratops. I know Sasaki had like the Triceratops fruit, I think. So if that's the case, then I guess we're maybe going to get into the Franky and Sasaki fight now. But yeah, I guess that's it. Either way, let's get to reading. And I will actually have to admit something. When I clicked onto the chapter, setting up my stuff to record and everything, I saw this color page at the front, so I've already seen this color spread. Because I was looking at it while I was setting up stuff to record, because it's like really good. I like this a lot. It's like whale shark themed for Jinbei and everything. I love it. And the colors Oda used was really good. Yeah, this is a great one. This I say this pretty often, but this might be one of my favorite color spreads. I like this one a lot. Either way, though, gonna move into the actual chapter without any further ado. Performance floor inside the castle, and now we see Sanji fighting Queen. The tech to fire lasers again and again. I bet Franky would love to get his hands on that. Hey, you're going pretty deep. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just these bandages are so thick. Take them off before you inject me. Ah, good point. Well, here goes. Are you sure this... Ah, and he starts screaming. On the Polar Tang. Okay, so we have ship name? Did we already know that? I don't remember. On the Polar Tang at sea near Wano. Come back to a straw hat. Okay, damn it. If only the captain were here. So Luffy's getting back up already? I don't know what more to do for him. He's already spit up all the water, right? Oh, so he's not trying to run away. He's dying on him. Open your eyes, man. Should we give him some pills? No, an injection. His face is so pale. What should we do? Mate, he screams. What? Skull Dome, Onigashima, Right Brain Tower. Ah, no, stop. Why are the headliners doing this? Leave these guys to us. You take out Sasaki, Iron Bro. Gah, so you came back, huh? You guys were his underlings, right? And we have Franky wheezing. Hey, Armored Division, just because you're under the effect of the enemy powers doesn't mean this isn't treason. Man, you're tough though. I swear I've dealt you the finishing blow a couple of times already. I'd say the same to you. Your resilience is proving to be obnoxious. Now, get out of my way. Oh, okay, cool. We have the, oh gosh, what's it called? The hybrid form now. Apparently, all of our followers on the performance floor turned code on us too. Well, I'll slaughter anyone who dares stand in my path. Now move. Trick mechanism. Screw sword. Okay, that's really cool. That freaky sword again? Well, I'm not stepping back. Okay, so Heliceratops might be referring to the helix of the sword then, maybe? I don't know what happened that caused our enemies to switch sides, but they don't seem to mean any harm. They're my pals now, okay? So, hey Iron Bro, you want help? Nah, I'm good. You help someone else. Haha, well, what a laugh. Well, the fewer people in my way, the better, says Sasaki Oh, okay, so he can just spin around his little neck frill thing. I suppose no one in the area is on my side anymore. Huh? That thing spins. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring up. I know a bunch of people have already said this too. This isn't like a unique thing I'm saying. But I think it would be pretty cool, since it seems like with Who's Who we were connecting Tobiropo back to important story stuff. Just judging from the fact that he's like a fishman, I'm pretty sure, and from his design, it'd be pretty cool if Sasaki was actually related to Kokoro. What? Is that how dinosaurs... Is that how dinosaurs work? Exactly. My confusion exactly. That technique... Watch out, Iron Bro. You idiots. Worry about yourselves first. Heliceratops. And he cuts down all these gifters. Jeez, poor lobster-looking chick got her arm taken off. Jeez. You guys. I love how Franky just already has this connection with the random gifters that turn sides. Jeez. And then he goes for an attack, but Franky blocks it. It's so interesting seeing Franky fight with a sword. What kind of mobility is that? I wasn't expecting an air battle. This is what a what? This is what a Triceratops does. Wow, I had no idea. That propeller really speeds you up to an extreme level. What? He's gonna charge me at that speed. Do your worst. General Shield. And he sends himself backwards? Huh? Wait, he just rotated that propeller the wrong way and went into reverse on accident, didn't he? Runaway space acquired. He says, liar. I love this. Shut up. The more room I have to speed up, the greater the force. Bullet, Triceratops. And he goes for a full headbutt charge. Uh-oh, he's gonna set off my shoulder-loaded rockets. Take this. Alright. He manages to knock him back. General Suplex. He carries the momentum into a suplex. You might be tough all over, but that wound on your stomach's bleeding pretty bad. Franken sword. You're done for. V for victory slash. Ah, damn it. He dodges up again. Alright. Ah, come on. I'm not actually that good at sword fighting. And then it gets cut through. Ah, my Franken sword snapped. In that case, time for my ultimate last resort. And he hooks the arms together. Running away? Have you no shame? And this is familiar. We've seen something like this in the past. Uh-oh, he really pushed me a long way. The performance floor's just ahead. I can't let him get there. Bullet, Triceratops. All set. Oh yeah, he used that way, way, way back in the day. That version of the cannon with the hooks, or like the little straw, essentially, I guess, that goes into his arms. Okay, I knew we had seen that before. All set. Gown Cannon portable version. General Cannon! And he sends him flying. It reminds me of, Nami taking out Miss Doublefinger, actually. Oh? I was gonna say, is it over, because his eyes went white, but then we see his eyes in the next panel of him. Huh? Show a bit more respect to the very symbol of fear, the Tobiroppo of the Animal Kingdom pirates. If I have to take both of us out, so be it. Magnum Triceratops. And we have Franky get nailed into the ground in the general armor. Oh? And then we see the real Franky inside. It looks like he ejected to get out of there, maybe. Down on the ground. Franky! Oh? Hold on. Radical beam. Okay, so... Ah, man, it seems like he pierced him with the radical beam then. So after that, I think Sasaki's actually going to be done. We're cutting away. Rooftop skull done. Okay, so we're cutting away to see Yamato then. I recognize... Okay, my predictions for what's happening to Yamato is kind like... we know there's like a 0% chance that Yamato's actually going to beat Kaido here, because Kaido's like a big bad for the arc, essentially. So what's even the point of having Yamato up here? And that's because Kaido is about to bust his ass into a sad flashback. I think this fight here with Kaido and Yamato is essentially Oda's vehicle to give us the Yamato backstory. So we're about to get a clubbing into the sad backstory. I recognize your value as a soldier, Yamato. Worororororo. Is that what a father's supposed to say? I worked hard to acquire that devil fruit. Okay, so we're getting into the devil fruit. I never intended for you to eat it. Okay, I was hungry. I didn't know that would happen either. So we have animal nose. Of course, everybody's been assuming it's like mythical Zoan. I even talked a lot about that in the video. I wanted to sail out to sea, but I couldn't swim anymore. I tried to kill you more times than I can count. And more times than I can count, you beat me down, but it made me stronger. Those cuffs weren't the only thing keeping me here on this island. And we have... this is hilarious. You only like Yamato because he's a furry. I really like the design, though. People gonna be simping for furry Yamato side boob, I already know. It's interesting, though. I can't really tell what animal it is. I saw somebody in my comments on the video I did talking about Yamato and Carrot predicted a Kirin devil fruit, but I don't even know if that's a Kirin devil fruit. Like, the leg and arm shape is like really strange, and I don't know exactly how to place the horns either. The face almost looks like, I don't know, almost rodent-ish in a way. Strange. Is it going to be... I was gonna say, is it going to be a mouse devil fruit? Because doesn't, like, the mouse beat the dragon and everything in the Zodiac story? Maybe. I don't fight for the sake of this country. If I don't fight for the sake of this country, then I can't call myself Odin. Interesting, and the ears are different too. I don't know what kind of animal this is going to end up being. So my prediction, I think the most popular prediction was Byakko, Byakko devil fruit. So I honestly thought that that was pretty likely. Then, like, I myself thought maybe an Oni devil fruit. And this is maybe that, maybe not that. I'm not quite sure. And then even with Kirin, I'm not sure, like, the arms look paw-like. The face looks almost rodent-like, and I'm pretty sure a Kirin would be more close to a horse, and that doesn't look really horse-like at all to me. And of course, I think a Kirin would have one horn rather than two, right? I don't know. I can't figure out what exactly this is. And it looks like he might have a bushy tail as well. Not just squirrel fruit. I have no idea what this devil fruit is. No idea. It might, like, I'm not ruling out Kirin, it might be. But yeah, it doesn't look like a tiger. I guess it could still be tiger. You could still argue Byakko. But from this design, I really can't tell, especially with the ears. The ears are odd. Yeah, it's an odd one. I really cannot tell. Huh. I guess we'll see what happens here, though. I love the chapter, though. So much hype between the Franky fight and the Yamato Devil Fruit reveal. It was worth the wait. We get both of those things in one chapter. I think the Franky and Sasaki fight actually ended up being pretty good. It's nice to see Franky get a win, since, honestly, I'm going to say Franky's probably the Straw Hat that's done the least in memory, except for, like, fix up the ships on Wano. Like, Franky really hasn't gotten as much attention as most of the other Straw Hats lately. So it is nice to see Franky get to do something. And it was a good fight. It was solid, too. And it still might not be over. I think Sasaki might be done, but never know right now. Like I said, I still have the same thoughts on Yamato. Yamato's just going to get clocked into a flashback, and we're going to get Yamato's sad backstory. Sadly, I'm still full Yamato for Straw Hat, but at the same time, I almost wonder if this makes Yamato... I don't want to say that this makes Yamato less likely just because Chopper is also a Zoan. Like with Carrot, I think it's a bit different because like it's a mink man, it's a racial thing rather than a devil fruit, rather than another Zoan. But then again, we have like when Brook was first a possibility, a bunch of people like, Zoro's already the swordsman, Brook couldn't possibly join. Because he's also just a swordsman, but both of them work fine, both being swordsmen. So I don't think it rules Yamato out, but I also kind of feel like the more I learn about Yamato, the more I'm like, you know, in almost a... I kind of almost want to compare it to Momonosuke, where a big reason I think that a lot of people think Momonosuke might join. One big reason that I think Momonosuke won't, though, is because Momonosuke's character arc has been about sort of learning leadership and becoming a person who can be the next shogun of Wano. Because that was something that Oden couldn't really do. That wasn't the person that Oden was. And Momonosuke's not the person that Oden was. Sukiyaki was a good shogun from what we know, of course, until he got taken out or whatever. But then Oden came along, and Oden just wasn't exactly sit around and be the leader of a country. That type of a person. But Momonosuke has been sort of like built up, especially throughout Wano and late Wano into Onigashima, as somebody whose character development has been about becoming a leader of Wano. So I really feel like Momonosuke is going to stay behind to be shogun. And that's kind of the big reason that Momonosuke wouldn't travel with the crew. And I almost feel like the more and more I learn about Yamato, the more I think that their character development might revolve around them learning to be independent, to be their own person, not just trying to be Kozuki Oden, not just being who Kaido wanted them to be as the Shogun of Wano, but learning to be their own separate person. Then again, of course, we could get development and they could become the Shogun of Wano at the end, only they would be a good Shogun, the Shogun that Oden should have been, instead of the Shogun that Kaido wanted. So it would be what Kaido wanted, but not in the way that he wanted. So again, there's a lot of ways that this could go. I think it's really, really, really interesting. And hold on, do we have another break? August 1st, we do have another break, and I think we have another break with a bunch of other series too. So I don't know if maybe Jump as a whole is just off next week for holiday or something, maybe. Jeez, I'm gonna have to wait another 2 weeks. This is gonna be hell waiting again. But we have Chapter EX here. I'm gonna read this on video too. Alright everybody, recording this outro separately. Thank you so much for watching. I recorded the new, special chapter of One Piece, the Shokugeki no Sanji chapter, as its own separate video, since we don't have another chapter coming next week. Since we have a week off, that'll give me just something extra to post a little later on. So yeah, just know that that's coming as its own separate video. But either way, thank you so much for watching this video. Like if you did like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Like I said, go check out that discussion video, or gosh, losing my train of thought, the tier list video for sure. Then if you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Just ask and I can give you a link. But either way, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.